He wins in. This is not Devil's Pit, where the last round does become an infinite stage. Brimstone and Fire was the final battle between Heihachi and Kazuya in Tekken 7. Probably would be the same for Jin and Kazuya. They'll battle in a volcano. Or maybe in the Precipice of Fate if they bring that stage back. And there you go, 7 slices of cheese to start it out for the 5th set of the 19th edition of Dojang Exhibition. It was a G pun, I see. So it was a pun. I just missed it. DF1-2. There you go. You gotta be careful. Lucky that the second hit of back 1-2 connected there as DevilishJakey pressed an option in AOP. DF2. Does he got it? He got it! Beautiful stuff. Oh no, but alas, the ender. Oh, that is not the punish. Your punish there for Steve, I believe, is 2-1. 2-1 flicker, 1 down 1. I believe the flicker options are guaranteed after 2-1 there. Or you could just do 2-1-2. I think 1-2-3-4 should connect as well. Again, you just gotta lab all this stuff out. That's the most important part. Gets the counter hit. Could have been something, but alas, it drops. Still has the dream though. You know, if it ain't broke, if you don't get it the first time, you'll get it the second time. Finishing out in style with the Rage Art. That's the keep your composure yet again. For 5 slices of cheese. Both these players like the rare kinds of cheese.
Fight.
If Tekken 8 doesn't have spectator spaces and lobbies, it's a missed opportunity. Yeah, it's gonna be. Like, can I just walk into a random lobby and just watch? Uh-huh, 1, 2, 3, gets the wall. Unfortunately, no wall combo there. The spring kick, very strong in Tekken 7. You couldn't do that in Tag 2. It's been really, really slow. Is it for that round? It is. Add KO cheese to DevilishJakey's order.
Fight.
Because again, this is the cheese buffet, open from 8 to 11 in the evening. Well, technically 11:50 in the evening. That's when we close. 1, 2, or if we extend to up to 12:30 in the 12:30 in the morning. Flash night. The roulette decides your fate. You need to play Treasure Battle to get more costumes. You can just get. I believe you have to get like 1,000 games in, right? There's a specific amount of games you need to hit to unlock all the outfits. And then there are only specific outfits that you need to play Treasure Battle for. Yeah. So for those who know what the specific number of games is, feel free to let us know in chat so that Iku knows how many games he needs to play. That way he has all the outfits and he can just create whatever outfit he wants. Oy, may sinasabi, oh. Mr. Brownie. Bitmagin has something to say. As Bobzkiee denies the options of DevilishJakey with a flicker back to a power crush, channeling the inner Horang within him. That's right, every time someone does a power crush, it's gonna be inner Horang. Because Horang's backlash is the one that always does damage. Tama, diba? So true Steve Fox is counter hits. True Paul Phoenix is DF2. Anything that's similar to a DF2. So for Julia, that would be QCF2. Then inner Brian Fury's every single orbital. And then what's for Hell Sweeps? Inner Machine. You could also apply that to a Wind God Fist, anything that has pushback. Any move that has pushback. Oh, it is not that unsafe. Trying to punish a DF2-1 with a back 2. 2,000 matches? Okay. There you go, Iku. You need 2K games. Both according to Brian and DJ. That's not that hard, 2K games. Pretty easy. Well, technically it's a lot of games. So it's like, what's the fastest? How many games do you need to play in order to get 2K games in, let's say, within a month? Is that 20 games per day? I don't know. 1, 2. Oh, does not go for an F2-1, but he's not gonna need it. Just like M, he's like, no, I can get the damage myself all day, every day.
Perfect.
Have we given DevilishJakey's orders yet? In the cheese buffet? Kicked it. So it's now like, now I have to create a whole new custom. But you don't need to custom. You don't need to create a custom if you mean business. Here you go, Bobzkiee rocking the default outfit for Steve Fox right now. He means business. That means he's gonna get this game. What's the probability of him getting this game in? As I forgot to close the poll. You gotta remind me. Otherwise it's gonna look awkward. Who do you think's gonna win? M or Digimon? And then the game's DevilishJakey and Bobzkiee. Let's change that to DevilishJakey. And Bob the Builder. Can he fix it up the build? That was a banger. Who do you think will win? Question mark. Okay, that's now that's a new poll. For the current set for tonight. And then you lost all your pink customs. Indeed. That's the one that hurts the most. It's like, damn, it's gone. Oh, spring kick. Beautiful punish there for Bobzkiee. Waiting patiently after the punish, looking to gather some reactions from DevilishJakey. Alas, walks into the F4, but no combo on deck. They're swapping around. They're moving sides. They prepared for their options on the side that they're not comfortable with. Or weaker at. Because we don't know if they're both playing on player 1. That's what we see, is that they're on player 1 and player 2. I guess if it was an offline battle. No, that is only 12. That is not 13. No tech there. Or is Ling too small for that follow-up to connect after Pab DF12? There you go, the patience. DevilishJakey. He's like hanging on to those mental plus frames. There you go. Finds the mark. Bobzkiee was like, are you gonna press there? If not, I'm just gonna go straight for it. And then DevilishJakey's like, that's where you're wrong. It's a bait. It's a trap. Augustine loves cheese. There you go. Patience here from Bobzkiee. Ends the drive. And there you go. Fills out the wall combo to finish that one. DevilishJakey looking to go 3-0 right now. Again, the roulette will decide the fate of all the walk-in players. But we're not there yet. As DevilishJakey runs some Tapsy special. Is that the Tapsy special? Tapsy, please confirm if you're still here. As he gets more and more damage. Oh, it just adds up. Taking all the cheese from Bobzkiee. 3-0 right now. In the 5th set of the next. Yeah, that's typically the stages. Or a hexagon, right?
Round 1.
That's what do you call that? Dragon's Nest, Mishima Building. Abandoned Temple? Yeah, because that's not a square. F3, there you go. Do you have it on deck? No, just going straight up for the follow-up. In right sway 2. Bobzkiee just waiting for what DevilishJakey has to offer. And then punishing and adjusting accordingly. That's not a bad strategy at all. As DevilishJakey can easily build up the offense, no problemo. The beast indeed is tough to contain. AOP, wall bounce, is this enough? It is, ending it with the shoulder.
Round
F1 plus 2.
Fight.
Anything in between? That means first to 6. No. No. Yes, first to 2, tournament type. That way you get prepared for tournaments. Because there's not a lot of places running first to 2s. Or not unless you set up, you go to quick match and you're playing first to 2s deliberately, right? Like every time you meet someone, say first to 2, 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 first to 2. You could do that, that's one way to do it. Or like you set up a lobby session with another player and then you're like, okay, let's play like 5 first to 2s or something like that. But typically when I played with someone else in preparation for a tournament, I never played the first to 2. Oh no, I played it less. Like we'd probably play 1 or 2 first to 2s. Or 3, up to max. I think max 3 first to 2s. Because typically we play long sets always. Pray for me. Has the Jeebs taken over? Is it too strong?
Round 1. Fight.
Why am I more excited about the roulette than the actual fights? It's just like, it will decide who the games will be, right? Because it's exciting because you have like what are the players in the walk-in again? You have like people like Mr. Fox, Mr. Brownie, Tapsy, XD, Neek, Ultimation, and Bitmagin. So it's like, it's a matter of who gets matched with who. Wow, grabe naman, no? No. It's the excitement of knowing who's playing me. When I play in rank, I imagine first to do, but my opponent is not thinking that way. Because rank isn't first to do. Because for as long as you're the same rank, right? It takes 4 or 5 games to promote. So it's not first to 2 at all. Technically, it's first to 5.
Fight.
Technically speaking. First to 5 games. If you let them win 5 straight. Because rank can always become whatever. Oh, big whiff, but quite late on the Sonic Fang punish. Bobzkiee did miss an earlier punish with Sonic Fang. Oh, there you go, maximizing the frames. But alas, the follow-up. Not connect there. Making back the damage. There you go, while standing 1 to keep Ling in check. Great patience from Bobzkiee. Patiently waiting. Good job. There you go, orbital heal, channeling the inner Brian Fury. And there you go, denying the Cali roll. That is a risk.
Round 3. Fight.
I never got to win the roulettes and the raffles. Yeah, maybe today's the day. Maybe the cheese gods will side with you. Lady Luck will be like, yes, give it to Mr. Brownie. As Bobzkiee gets a counter hit. And the wall damage with Duck 1+2. Ooh. 1 round away from taking a game off DevilishJakey to make it 4-1. Let's see what DevilishJakey has in store. Again, it's difficult to control a beast. No Duck. Gets hit by the last hit. Has the secret sauce of soya bean curd right now. Bobzkiee will continue to lay down the pressure. It's working, and it looks like he's going to get a game. Staying alive is Bobzkiee. That's on the menu. Now Bobzkiee doesn't have to worry about AOP, but you gotta worry about Lili avoiding a lot of your moves by simply stepping. Neek,
Fight.
ultimation, and bit magic. Okay. So I have it all here in the roulette already. So we go back to the game and we go back to the chat. Yeah, bully daw, bully. That is not the name I'm putting. You can make that your Steam IGN, but that's not the name I'm putting on the scoreboard. Can confirm. Indeed, never say never. Oh, there you go. Bobzkiee more confident now as Ling is not the opponent. Stop praising him for the name. Stop! That's not something I would be putting on the scoreboard. You can make it your Steam IGN, but it will never appear on the scoreboard. DF3, there you go, keeping the plus frames. But Bobzkiee saw that. There you go, keeping patient yet again. As DevilishJakey is on a different character, so the offense could be different. Again, when a player plays a different character, you gotta watch out. You look for a common thing they typically do. Whether they still press on negative or they are always offensive, you know, that stuff is still the same. It's just that it applies differently to each character because of the tools that they're going to be using. So, are they more offensive with lows, with highs, etc.? Do they press on negative on certain things? Let's say if it's still a down jab. Or moves that are all -9, right? Who loves cheese? Power Crusher yet again, channeling the inner Hwoarang is Bobzkiee. Flicker down 1-1, gets a wall bounce. Gonna maximize the damage at the wall. Oh, looking to celebrate with a pop-up forward 2, but DevilishJakey says no. With a throw. Ready for dead or alive. Because again, that's how you punish in DOA. You use grabs, not strikes. It's not strike-based punishment. He's like, okay, if I didn't get it the first time, I'm gonna try it again to get it the second time. Bobzkiee ready for Rev Major right now. Doing it again with pop-up forward 2. Y'all against me. I'm gonna walk out the virtual doors. I'm leaving the cheese buffet. And there you go, getting an instant back turn mix-up of standing 3. Because you have to watch out for options as well, like 3-1 and 3-2. And then 3-2 into dash. Whether, because he has a bunch of QCF options you can run, like QCF 3+4, QCF 1, etc, etc, etc. So there's a lot of mental frames with Lili standing 3. There you go, DevilishJakey. Oh, no break! And that's going to be it. Bobzkiee almost had it, but DevilishJakey will take all the cheese 5-1. And good games to both players. Good games. So maybe changing the stage wasn't... I didn't need to.
Ay, ay, ay. Guaranteed. TF2. Yeah! Alright! That's the RFS F4 mix-up.
KO.
2 slices of red cheese.